All right, welcome back, guys. So now we're getting ready to lift the box. Now, however you're going to lift it, you can do what you need to do. It says you need 4x4 blocks, or you can find some way, a mechanical ways of lifting it. So because I'm by myself, I have made a rig up on the ceiling to hold 6,600 pounds, and I'm going to use come-alongs. So you're going to need to remove the actual plastic housing here. So this pull from this side over the gas ring, because there's two little tabs right there, so those are going to need to snap back into those holes. And then, even though we don't have depth, we do have the screws right here that are going to hold that on, because there's actually a tube that runs down to the base that is going to take a 5.5 millimeter, 3 of those. The screws next to it holding the filler tube on are going to be 8 mils. So don't drop anything down the gas filler tube hole, because it's right there and there's no flapper on it, so be careful with that. All right, next, before you lift the box off, I took the spare tire out because we're going to need to get back to all these wire connections anyway. One, when we put back together, two, when we run the new 7-pin. But you're going to need to unplug this one for your tailgate and everything, and I would recommend putting the tailgate back on once you get this all locked in solid, so you can run those wires down this opening here, because it's going to be a pain. You're going to disconnect all those. Again, if you don't mark them, really there's not a lot of connectors that fit the exact same way, so you're okay with not marking them. On these pinch connectors, shove them in, push this tab down, pull them out. Do not just try and yank. If you can't unplug it with relative ease, even dirty ones, 20 years old, I can get them apart. Again, you're just gonna push it in, do this. On this one, on this side, it's best to have a tree pulling tool, so you can pull it behind there and pop this out, because we can see that these are attached to the box. These are gonna go up in the air. If you don't disconnect those, they can cause damage. So we're gonna do that. All of these steps are in the instructions that you get. If you don't get the instructions, I will have a link below on where to get those. You'll have to type in your VIN and or your year and search them by that. All right, now that we've done that, we're basically ready to come in here. You're gonna need a 24. We can get a zoom in on this. Here we go. And it needs to be the EP 24 Torx Plus, not just a standard 24 Torx. Bought a set off Amazon, found out that set wasn't gonna work. Found that out too late, because I've had this hitch for just a little bit. So ordered another set. I can always use more tools. It wasn't all that expensive. I think it was $19 for 3 different sizes. And then this one is ready, able to be used by an impact gun, but we'll just take it out. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get everything mounted up, and then I'll get the bolts pulled so that way I can lift from there. If you have a manual lift point, you can use these because they hold enough weight. You can use your box link if you want to. The reason why I didn't want to try and lift it up and put it on blocks is because there's no good way to lift this up, and probably you need 3 or 4 guys, and you can see the torque just right there pulling on it. I don't want to bend my bed. So we're gonna use mechanical means in the inside, and that way I don't have to worry about it rubbing on the cab, which I've already planned for that. So I'll see you on the next video when we get the box up in the air, but you will need to remove these 6 Torx, unplug everything, and then we're ready to lift the box.